How important is evidence for public policy? Well, I think by asking a question like that, you're suggesting in a way the problem we face. Evidence and science are critical to knowing what we should do about problems. If you're developing, Microsoft is developing new ideas and new software, they obviously think that knowledge, evidence, developing knowledge is critical to that. Investing in science is absolutely crucial to knowing what you can do. Without science, you don't know necessarily what the problems are, because science can provide the statistics, the analysis that tells you what the problems are. Without science, you don't know whether those solutions you've developed are actually solutions, and you don't know whether it's cost effective. So science is critical to public policy. It's hard to understand how policymakers advance without seeing science as a crucial part of their toolbox. Impact evaluations contribute to current policy because they tell us whether a policy that's been generated through some knowledge about the data, some ideas that practitioners and scientists have, whether it actually works. To expand a policy without some evidence of its effectiveness, without strong evidence of effectiveness, it's just bad governance. It's moving forward with practices and policies that you don't know whether they work or whether they're cost effective. Well, policymakers need to take ownership of science because in the end, if they're using science, they're going to be effective. Its government is going to be effective. If they leave the ownership only to scientists, scientists have the skills, they have knowledge, but they may not understand the goals, processes, or other elements of what the government or policymakers are dealing with. So you have to take ownership so you can develop science in a more useful way for advancing government. My advice would be to invest in science. Science is going to provide key knowledge. It's going to allow the policymaker to identify effective and efficient directions for policy. But that can't happen without investment. Quite often people think, oh, let's bring science in, but they don't want to invest in that science. It has to be the case that public policymakers see science as a critical aspect of government, and they have to invest in that aspect of government by providing funds for research. You can't get good science unless you invest in it.